All right, so this is another Whiteboard Wednesday masterclass. Quick recap. Today's masterclass was on energy skills to improve your productivity. So I just did a whole masterclass over in my free Facebook group. If you want to go the free social media route to see the whole masterclass, or if you wanted to get off all this noise on social media, you can click the link in the description for school. But this is for all of my sisters and brothers in business who weren't able to catch it. This is the super quick recap. So the question of the week is from one of my wonderful private clients, Lisa Gasaway, member of my community. She is an energy sensitive realtor and feng shui consultant and an awesome rock and roll group singer. So Lisa said, like, okay, do you have any like any energy secrets for getting and staying productive when you're working from home, especially as someone who is self-motivating, self-employed, right? As a realtor, you got to get out there and hit it yourself. Like the paycheck isn't coming unless you make it come. So for yours truly, I totally identify with that. I'm not a realtor. I'm just celebrating 14 years being a Reiki master and business coach for conscious entrepreneurs. And so all 14 years, right, I've worked remotely. I've had multiple locations. Currently, I have two spaces in addition to my home office where I receive business mail, right? So it's not just like oh, Starbucks. Like, no, I pay rent. So I get it. Like we've got to manage our own energy. And so what do I have for you? Super fast. What we covered today, and it's going to have to be a series, is the importance of creating your nest. If you want to focus, if you want to continue to produce results, you need to be able to nest wherever you are, whether it's nesting in your body, right, or nesting in your space. And today we also covered there are two first components, right? There's a total of four actually, and that's why it's got to be multiple videos. But there are two main components that you've got to consider and do your research about in order to set your nest so that you can be sustainably productive. And that your productivity aligns with your unique energy, and that is your space and your time. What is your space that you hold sacred for your work? Is it clearly defined as yours, or is it kind of just like a moving target, or it's it doubles as your bed, doubles as your couch, doubles as your dining room table, doubles as like the place where you change diapers? Is that like is where is your space? And I gave you an example of like a shout out to Lisa Nichols. She had a closet in her house that was where she began her coaching business, and it was the phone and her client folders and the light, and she kept it clean, and she would hang the client folders on the little how you say, um the pants hangers, and just to keep that was her filing system. Or if you're like yours truly, you need like a mansion where you're able to see your clients stuff but I didn't start off with a mansion where I see my clients who fly in to work with me. No, right? I started off in actually a closet with the door removed, where a whole chair couldn't fit into it. But that was the place where I did my work, and it was the place where the people who I would meet would know that, ooh, I could go and see Victoria. Where am I going to go and see Victoria? It's going to be there. Define your space, right? Go from a closet to a mansion, whatever it is, right? Define your space and have the ability to open it up so that you can focus, and then to close it down so that you can have closure, end the workday, end the task, end the project, put it away so that your projects and your clients aren't following you into the bathroom while you're pooping, right? So that your projects and your clients and your ideas are not in bed with you and your lover at night, right? Close it down, right? Have some spatial boundaries. And I went into some ways of exactly how to do that in the full masterclass, but this is the quick recap. And then the second thing that we covered today is the importance of having time, right? You need space that is sacred to you and your energy and your work. And you need time that you respect and defend and is aligned with your essential needs. So just because, if you're watching this on LinkedIn, just because all of your colleagues are clocking in at 9 a.m. and clocking out at 5 doesn't mean that you have to work a 9 to 5 in order to be the most productive because everybody else who's out there in corporate is working 9 to 5. So I got to work 9 to 5 in order, like that mindset. It's a limiting belief of, well, everybody does this. In order to appear legitimate, I have to observe the exact same time. And I went into this in depth in the master class of how if you don't put a lid on your time, all of time will be up for grabs for work, right? You'll be waking up and going straight into answering emails. You will be on social media, processing orders till you fall asleep, waking up in the middle of the night, right now, and trying to figure out stuff or taking calls. Be kind to yourself. Identify when are your essential sacred hours and days, by the way, even months out of the year, where you got to hold certain months and certain time periods sacred. That is actually going to increase your productivity. For several years at the beginning of my business, I used to not take um, summertime and wintertime off. And I wouldn't take time off for my birthday because there's always someone who needs me, which also reads as there's always money to be made. And so if I go away for weeks, I'm going to lose money, right? Especially I'm a service-based business. So if I don't keep my hours open, if I don't take the call while I'm on the beach, if I don't sneak another Zoom, or at the time earlier on, it was sneak another Google Hangout in or Skype in the early days, if I don't sneak another client in right before we all get together for Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas dinner, then if I don't do that, I'm going to miss out on the opportunity. I'm going to lose my. I've had this incredible fear and lack mindset. Would you believe when I started taking time off and holding it sacred, I made more? My productivity increased. I was more inspired, more energized. The same goes for you. So respect your time. But in order to respect your time and respect your space and hold them sacred so that you are being your version of your most productive self, you got to get curious about it. So comment below. I'm curious what's coming up for you hearing all this. I do consultations on being able to create your productive nest in detail. I but I also did it for free for my nephew because I love him. I remember back in the pandemic, this was the very question that he asked me because he had to move back into his dad's house after years of being super productive and awesome at college, right? It completely disrupted his ability to focus. But all it took was one conversation, one conscious conversation about customizing his work environment, aka his nest, in his dad's house, rebuilding it so that it fits his butt the same way that this is an eagle, by the way. When an eagle goes to lay eggs, it builds a nest that fits her butt, not yours, not corporate's butt. It fits hers because it's her eggs that she's laying. Once we fit that to him, he was off to the races. It was no problem being able to be home. We didn't know how long he would be, it ended up being years, right? But it makes all the difference, just one conversation. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and click on my face. Send me a DM wherever this is to find out more, or you could join us on School clicking the link in the description of this video to find out more and get on my calendar. Mwah! Tag somebody below who needed to hear this and have this wonderful reminder. Remember, you do not have to lose your glow as you grow in life and business. Mwah! We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.